What's going on everyone, Andy here from 4K Downtime here back at you with another video. Before I get the video started, I just wanted to welcome a few of my new subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much guys, thank you for supporting, great to have you here. So I just want to make a video based on, I've already talked about my thoughts on the new Nintendo Direct that happened yesterday. Overall I thought it was great, but I seems to have glanced over one of the announcements, which was basically the announcement that sent everybody freaking flying to the moon. Like, it got everybody so hyped. Like, the amount of reaction videos I've seen for Smash, it was just unreal. Like, so many people have gone crazy about it, and it makes sense because it's Smash. Now, that's not really a surprise or whatsoever, but the main reason why I want to make this video is because it seems like right now a lot of people, myself included, have no idea if this is a port of the Wii U game, like a port of Smash 4, or is this its actual own game, like Smash 5, like its own sequel. And at first I was like, if you've heard me said in my previous videos, I was really like basically betting all of my money that this is definitely a port. However, the more I kind of look into all of this, the more I'm kind of, I don't know why, I just kind of felt like there is a good chance that this could very well be a sequel, and here are my reasons for it. Like, the main reason why I think that this could very much be a sequel is the way how Nintendo showed it. If we look at all the previous announcements, especially Wii U ports, look at all of the previous Wii U ports that's been announced, like Mario Kart 8, Pokken, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, High Warriors, and even just most recently with Captain Toad. All of those ports was literally like, the moment they released the trailer, you could pretty much tell precisely it was definitely a port. There was no doubt about it. It was the same game as the Wii U version, but basically with some added features here and there, which is fine. But again, Nintendo make it perfectly clear in its in those games announcement. But particularly for Smash Brothers, they almost, the thing about Nintendo here is that I can't help but feel like they're literally just playing the fans on purpose. It almost felt like they did it like this on purpose. So from the looks of it, it seems like it could potentially be a port. To be fair, they could just be like, well, I just throw in this kind of like fancy new thing, but because they didn't clarify whether or not if it was the Wii U version, that they simply just say like Super Smash Bros. At the very end, said it's coming out this year, and obviously it's for the Switch. But nothing else, and I think it's purely, and I don't know, is it just them doing it in a sense here that they want to give us that vibe that it is a sequel, because again, like, they probably want to play on us on purpose when compared to the way how they announced the previous ones. So that's just kind of like made me felt it could potentially be a sequel, especially if you look at that reveal trailer. They showed a close-up, even though like, just a close-up silhouette of two of the characters, one being Mario and one being Link. Now with Mario, he looks exactly the same, so that in itself here isn't really that surprising in any way. However, with Link, if you look, I'm pretty sure everybody was able to tell from the very get-go, it's no longer the Twilight Princess Link, which is the Link that they've been using since Brawl, and then like, in the Wii U version they decided to keep with that one. But obviously since Breath of the Wild came out, and because it's so well received, they decided to update it. Okay, the base Link is no longer Twilight Princess one, it's going to be the Breath of the Wild Link. And I'm not too sure if that is also like, a hint that this is probably going to be a sequel instead of like, a port. Now, in all honesty, if it is definitely a sequel, yeah, it'll probably generate way more hype and sale. Like, that's just a fact. Like, why wouldn't everybody be hyped for a sequel? Because when it comes to Smash 4, even people who doesn't have a Wii U, if you have a 3DS, which a lot of people did have, yeah, like, and it sold really well on the 3DS as well, then technically you have played Smash 4 to an extent. Maybe not the best version, but to an extent. Now, let's just take it for granted at the moment that it definitely is a sequel. So what kind of characters can we expect, or what kind of mode can we expect? Well, first of all, for me, is that we already know that the new character that is confirmed for this game right from the get-go is definitely the Inkling. So you're obviously gonna have the Inkling boy and the Inkling girl as one character. Of course, I really doubt that they're both going to be different characters. And then what other new faces could we potentially see? Now, for my pick, I really want them to bring somebody, at least one character from ARMS, because I just felt like ARMS really lends itself to Smash Brothers. You could definitely see that a lot of the moves that you see them do in the game, it could easily get translated to being a fighter in Smash Brothers. As for who they will pick, Springman probably, because he represents ARMS. I don't think they will go with Reba and Euro. I think they will just go with the face of ARMS, which is basically Springman. Doesn't mean that the other characters can't appear, but they probably just appear as a support, or some of these characters probably will just show up during Springman's smash move, I think. And obviously you'll get stages from all of these characters as well. You get some, like, you know, Inklopolis from Splatoon, and then like maybe one of the arenas from ARMS. Now, other faces that I think that we could potentially get in terms of third-party characters, which I'm pretty sure if this is a new game, they will add some new third-party characters. Before, I was going to, many people have been saying, oh, how come Rayman's not in it? And to be fair, right now, considering Ubisoft and Nintendo is getting closer again, like before the Wii U, of course. But after playing, and like I said before, I probably would have agreed that Rayman would have been a perfect fit. But after playing Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, something tells me that I would have actually preferred Rabbid Peach to be in it instead of Rayman. Like, I just love Rabbid Peach that much. I just felt like the way how her character is and her moveset from Kingdom Battle, I think you can actually create a pretty cool character with a very wacky kind of like moveset for her. If they were to use somebody from Ubisoft, I actually would vote for Rabbid Peach. Now, any other potential characters? Of course, there will be a new Fire Emblem game coming out real soon, and pretty much every Smash Brothers has usually, like, you know, obviously have their own amount of Fire Emblem characters, and they usually add the newest character from that particular game just to help promote the game. And if that was the case, I could easily see them putting whoever the new protagonist is in the upcoming Fire Emblem game. And I felt like that's a very likely thing, just purely because Nintendo has done it before. Other potential characters is that because Monolith Soft is now a second-party developer of Nintendo, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 have just been released, maybe potentially they could throw Rex in there as well. And Rex, I also felt like has a pretty unique kind of moveset. Like, I would actually think it would be pretty cool if, like, a lot of his attacks here will be, you'll see like Mythra and Pyra coming out and do, like, you know, different kind of smash moves, and then when you do your Ultra Smash, it would probably be those, like, you know, combined attacks that you actually do in the actual game itself. So I think Rex will probably be a pretty cool character. If not, maybe a little, maybe a bit more unique than Shulk was in the Wii U version. As for the last one I could think I could come up with in my mind would be hold on for a second. Who was it again? It will be with different types of Pokemon, like, you know, because in the last Smash Brothers, the Pokemon that they chose here was Greninja, but that was from X and Y, and don't get me wrong, Greninja was great. So if they were to remove Greninja from this one, because if this is a sequel, I doubt Greninja will be in it again. They'll most likely pick one of the base Pokemon from the latest Pokemon game, which in this case, yeah, again, it's a bit of a toss. If they want to go with Sun and Moon, then I have a feeling they will probably pick Incineroar, like, you know, from those games. I know a lot of people love Decidueye, but unfortunately, because he have already appeared in Pokken, I really doubt Nintendo will pick him again for Smash Bros. It's pretty much the same reason why Greninja wasn't in Pokken. So if they were to do that, I think Incineroar will make more sense to put him in. Not to mention, I love him. I literally thought, like, you know, he was awesome. And I think the only other potential character I could think of yet is, since Breath of the Wild have become such a such a big hit, like last year, like winning countless Game of the Year, I could potentially see another character from Breath of the Wild make it in this one, in this Smash Brothers. Who would I vote for? It will be one of the champions, and the one that I think will have the biggest chance to actually be in this one is Urbosa. And the only reason why I say that is because compare him to Mipha, Daruk, or Revali, like they're all great in my opinion, and I think they could easily be Smash Brothers characters as well. But my biggest problem with them yet, it's like if they were a character in Smash Bros, I have a feeling they will be somewhat of a clone with another character, like Daruk would just be another heavy character, much like maybe Bowser or DK or something like that, and Revali would just probably be, I know he holds a bow and that kind of stuff, but he would just maybe it's because he feels very much like Falco to me. He even acts, let's face it, he even acts like him. Essentially like Falco 2.0. And Mipha, like it seems like out of all the champions, yeah, most people like her the least. I think she was alright, but I can't really think of her moveset being that unique in this game. But Urbosa is like, she attacks with lightning. Like that in itself, I just find it maybe they could find some interesting way to incorporate that, like into Smash. I don't know, I think it's just because we need more women like her in Smash Brothers. Sure, we have Bayonetta, but I think I would like another that is somewhat similar to this type of character, for me at the very least. So I think if they had her would be great. And just going by that alone, yeah, I believe I've said about 6 characters, and that to a lot of people probably wouldn't be enough, but those are just the ones that I could come up with at the moment. Maybe there will be other characters that Nintendo will either want to bring back, or like because obviously not every character from Smash 4 is going to return, that's just a fact, and maybe Nintendo could find some other interesting ones to replace. Maybe Crash Bandicoot, maybe he could potentially be in it, considering that now he has his latest game has made its way to the Nintendo Switch, so maybe Nintendo will like to use him. But anyway, that's just my thoughts though. Like always guys, I'd like to hear what you think, so comment below and let me know who do you want to see. Do you really believe that this is a sequel, or do you have some kind of feeling that it might just be Smash 4 but with just a bit more update and maybe with all of the DLC? But anyway, comment below and let me know. And as always guys, if you like this video, please consider subscribing and like this video. If not, you can hit a dislike. But I'll be back at you hopefully soon with another video. This is Andy from 4K Downtime signing off. And once again, anybody who is new to this channel, subscribe to us. Thank you very much. We very much appreciate it. Have a good one.